Hello, everyone. This is Ellen Campbell here, coming to you live. Today, I'm starting my sew along with the AKA colors for the poster stamp quilt, and I have all my pieces cut out here, and they are in a shoebox. And I'm just going to get started, and let me see. I think I'm going to start with the pink. Which I still have them cut and folded in the way I cut it. So take a pink here. Hello, Brenda. How you doing? So good to see you today. I'm working on the poster stamp sew along. I was telling y'all that I'll start this month. Now I have to make sure I get right size together. I'm leaving the edge on, the salvage edge, and I'm just going to start. I guess I'll be doing this on Tuesdays, this sew along for this. But while I'm not doing the sew along, I still will be working on it because these are small blocks and they takes a lot of sewing. Hello, Shirley Williams. She says, "Hi, Miss Ellen. How are you today? I miss you. Hello to everyone, and I hope that you are having a wonderful day." I'm doing fine. I had some issues with my back here lately, but my back feeling pretty good today. And I recently just got back from a trip to Mississippi to visit my daughter. My daughter had surgery and I had to go. And every time I go to Mississippi, it's like I'm in a dead zone. I don't get any internet connection. But I'm planning to fix that issue by attaining. I'm going to get me one of those MiFi things to go on. I have one around here somewhere. I just need to get a new chip to go in it. But yes, my daughter had a surgery and I had to see about her. I'm doing fine. I just recently realized, somebody brought it to my attention, that the last live I was on, the internet went blank. So I'm thinking it was my internet went down because it was stopping and it'll start and it'll stop and it'll start. So I had a very bad internet connection. And I do apologize for that. The internet I got, I thought it would be sufficient enough to run and work without having to buy extra data or something. This is supposed to be unlimited through Comcast. And I'm beginning to realize and see when Comcast says it's unlimited, they ain't telling the whole truth. I pay a lot of money per month for internet services. Okay, I'm going to just take my hand nail or my pressing tool. I supposed to have got one of those little rollers out. I was going to try the rollers today. I'm going to enjoy making this quilt, y'all. I have some little packages I'm putting together, and They little quilts, quilt sets or quilt kits or whatever. I'm gonna show you what I did to the first one. And I did the second one totally different. So give me a minute here, get this last seam pressed out. And I'm gonna do these till they're about 26 or 27 strips wide, and then I will press them out and cross cut them. Okay. This is the first kit I put together. This is on Facebook Marketplace right now. I sold these blocks together. You have 15 sewn blocks and you have 15 solid orange blocks. Will give you a number of 30 blocks. And I made a little note inside the card saying if you want to make it larger, you can. You can use whatever sashing you want to sash it with, and that will make it much larger. But this one is on Facebook Marketplace. It'll make a nice quilt. And this is orange with some African print. See the African print colors? I've been holding on. I've been having a lot of African print fabric, and when I get it by the 6 yards quantity. And I have been having it a while. I used very little of it. So now I'm sewing it. I'm cutting it up, making kits, or I'm sewing it. And I have this other one here. Right here, I did it like this. And what it has in it is it has about 6 other blocks like that sewn, and I fold them up real small, and then I have the other blocks that I cut. You know, I left some for someone to sew. They can sew them themselves and make another kit, make another quilt. It could be a medium, small, or whatever size they want to. They can even add sashing to this, or they can even sash down the middle of the blocks, however they want to do it. Hi, Nancy. How you doing? I'm so glad to see you. I'm glad you could join me. But yes, this is a little kit, and I don't have it on Facebook Marketplace yet, but this is a nice one. I always try to make them big enough to make a nice size quilt. Plus, I need to let y'all know, everyone know, that I won't be attending the Quilt retreat. I won't be attending this time. But she's so nice and kind enough. She will bring me some items back from Missouri Star. It's a little disappointing, but it'll work for me. Just a minute. Hello. Okay, Nancy said, can only be here for a few, taking a break at work. Okay, Nancy, thank you for popping in. I appreciate it. I just wanted to go and get started on this postal stamp quilt here. So y'all can see how it go. Everybody that have their strips cut and ready can begin. And I'm using a 1/4-inch seam allowance. And I just continue to sew until I get 25, 26. I'm going for 26 or 27 strips. I'll let y'all know when this first one come out, because I do not, like I'm starting with the pink here, I don't want to end in pink. Make sure you don't end in pink or the color you start with. Put it that way. Because when we have to cross cut these and sew them all back, you don't want to be sewing two colors together. And I guess I'm going to spend my summer trying to get some of these quilt done. Get some tops quilted and maybe visit a few parks and stuff and be sewing. Who knows? I might even go try to make a trip back home to Mississippi, and I know I can sew down there. I stopped by my house while I was there. It's all grown up. Grown up so bad. But some of the grass was cut. It's just I need to get down there, get somebody in there to continue to cut and remove the debris. I have limbs falling from trees, and I have a whole little tree up in my front yard. So my shade will be pretty limited if I do go back. Which I do plan on going back sometime. Put that over here. Let me catch up on my messages before they get behind me. Hi, Miss Sheila. How you doing? Good afternoon. I'm going to call you later, Miss Sheila. I'm going to call you. I'm sorry I missed your call, but I was traveling on the highway and I can't watch YouTube or nothing when I'm traveling like that. Every once in a while, I get a ding on my phone, which let me know I had jumped into a signal. My phone get a lot of dead zones when I'm traveling. Isn't that pretty? This is the pink and the green with the gold. This is the way I'm setting these colors in. Now I'm going to start over with pink. And I'm going to continue to put pink until I have made it about 20-something strips wide. I thank y'all for popping in and being with me today. I have to keep my eye on this 4-inch seam allowance. Oh, wait. Okay, I understand. No worries. Thank you. Thank you, Miss Sheila. I guess I have a new goal in mind, y'all. I was really wanting to make the trip since I'm not going to be going on the trip now. Like everything going to go towards my school bus. I want a nice size bus. And I kind of know exactly how I want it, but I'm going to wait before I say anything permanent. Because I want to be able to sew, quilt, cook, eat, sleep. I want the works on it. These some cute colors. I think I'm gonna do this a little different from the way I did the other one. When I do my cross stitches, I'm not gonna add that extra stripping in there. I'm just gonna cross stitch them, do them like the checkerboard pattern. I think that would be very, very beautiful. Excuse me. A lot of y'all that know me may know I suffer from TMJ. Okay, this one needs to be recut. I'm gonna lay this to the side. If anybody know what TMJ is, then you know it messes with your sinuses. Okay. That didn't cut too good. I have some. I'm gonna go back and recut that piece because I'm gonna use all of it. I don't know what size I'm gonna do this just yet. But it's fun. It's so comforting to me to be able to sit here and just sew these strips and make a postage stamp quilt. Y'all wouldn't believe me if I tell you I used to sit here and do them block by block, one by one. That's how I did that big one I have on one of my pages. And I got to get that thing quilted up too. I'm planning on attending some shows. I got to attend some shows. And everywhere I go, I keep my vaccination card on me. God been so good, y'all. He just keep blessing me, and I thank him for it. I had in my mind to pull out one of them quilt tops and sit down and take my time and quilt it myself. But I'm knowing if I'm quilting on this machine here, it's gonna take me a minute. I just know in my spirit I can do it. Okay. Hello, Betty Harris. How you doing? She said, "Hi, Miss Ellen. Hi, June Hanson. How you doing?" I have missed all of y'all. I've been catching a few of y'all on another channel sometime. When you got a love for sewing and quilting like this, you really miss it when you have to leave. And I took my little computer with me, but I didn't have the internet service. So next time I have to go, which I might have to go to Memphis, Tennessee. I'm not sure, but if I do, I'm taking my computer and I'm gonna look for my little MiFi. If I can find my MiFi, that'll be great. But if I can't find it, I'm gonna buy me one. If it's the good Lord's will, I'm gonna buy it. Gotta have it. I know if I can find my old one, I can put a chip in it. Just put the chip in it and I'm good to go. Just buy me a Verizon prepaid chip. I forgot what company purchased the company Verizon. I'm thinking it might be T-Mobile. Trying to make sure I can keep these right sides together and this 1/4 inch seam allowance. Got some notification blocking. Betty Harris said, hope to be on the prayer line tomorrow. Oh, that is great, Miss Betty. That is awesome. Hi, Tucker. How you doing? Tucker said, hi, Ellen. Glad I caught you live. I'm glad you did as well. I messaged you, Tucker. When you get a chance, check it out for me and see what we could come up with. Because I won't get to attend the Quilt quilting retreat this year. It's a long story. You'll have to call me. But yes, I'm starting. This is a poster stamp I'm doing. And it is in the colors of the AKA college colors. It's the pink, the green, and the gold. Looking at this green kind of make me hungry. Make me think of the little green apples. I used to could eat an apple. I still could eat an apple though. My mama, she didn't have not one teeth, and she could bite that apple and I used to ask her, Mom, I call her Mud Dear. Mud Dear, how did you do that? She said, how did I do what? I said, how did you bite that apple? She said, you sit around here with no teeth and get hungry, you'll bite it. And I was like, I expect so. Y'all excuse my little country accent, but yeah. I used to pay a lot of attention to my mom. I used to watch her make a lot of stuff. She used to make homemade soap. Now I can make homemade soap. She used to make quilts, and she started me off sewing by hand. I can still sew by hand. I just don't do it because the machine is faster. I remember sitting down making whole quilt tops by hand. And I used to have them done within a week. And my mama be like, well, how you do this so fast? And she checked my stitches and said, and she ain't got these big long stitches. I could do it in a week, have a quilt top made in a week by hand. Because I knew what I was wanting. I knew how to put the pattern together. I just knew how to sew it. And a lot of people don't realize when you hand sewing with a needle, you're not sewing with the full needle. The only thing you working is that little tip end, that sharp tip on that needle. You work it back and forward and you pull it through. Tucker said, oh, okay, speaking to someone else. Hello, Judy. How you doing? I'm good. Okay. Now, y'all take a look at this. See the colors? And the lightest is the pink. And I'm gonna make about, I'm thinking it's gonna be about 25 or 26 rows, but I'm gonna see. I know I don't want to start with the pink and end with the pink. I want to make sure I end with a green. See, I started with the pink and green in the middle, then I started another set which left the green on the outside. So I'm gonna stop with the green. And it'll be by threes. If you count by threes, you can determine how many you want to layer it out to get it the width of it. I just went on and cut out my strips 1.5 inches. And I cut them by hand, y'all. I cut these by hand. I did a little video to show y'all that I was cutting them by hand. You take your time and just go ahead and cut them by hand. You can do it. It'll work. But just please pay attention to your seam allowance. Miss Betty says, I've been working on grandmother's flower garden. Oh, that's pretty by hand. That sounds awesome. That sounds real pretty. You make it seem so easy. Oh, well, thank you, but it's not really real easy. But if you know how you're going to put it together and how you're going to sew it, it is, I guess you can say it is a little easy, because all you got to do is sit down and do it. And watching your seam allowance is the most important thing here. You watch that seam allowance. And I have my machine marked. Even this plate I have under here is marked with all the different seam allowances. But I have the 1/4 inch seam allowance marked out to here with I took a black permanent marker and lined up some paper, and I drew a line to keep it in line. So when I go to line it up, I'm lining it up correctly. I have a foot that I could put it on here that would keep it in line itself. But I don't too fast pull for that foot. My goal and my theme here, I wanted to learn how to do it for myself. I wanted to control it myself. That way, if I can learn to control it, somebody else can learn to control it as well. I have a wooden press here. Now, just because I'm doing this, making the strips, making it into strip sets, you can go any way you want to with this. You can make little blocks and turn them around and cut the little blocks up again and add sashing in the little block. You can just do it all. I mean, postage stamps is anything small is pretty anyway. And I'm leaving my salvage edges on, so when I'm done, I don't know if y'all can see that. When I'm done, y'all see these little holes and stuff on the end? I just line everything up and trim them away. I have a sister that's battling cancer. Am I doing the right thing? Pink? No. See, I'm talking fast and I'm watching about to sew green onto the pink. I'm going to lay that aside and I have to have a yellow, a golden yellow. Gotta pay attention to these colors. Because if I get one sewed on, guess what? I got to pull out the ripper. Same ripper. And I just sit here sometime all day and just do this. Line it up and sew. Line it up and sew. I know I've been MIA for a few days, but my daughter gave me a fright. She had surgery. And remind y'all, she got a little baby at home. The 9 months old baby. And when I was talking to her, she said she doing all right. She just a little sore and stuff, but she was still in the bed. And the part that got me was she was still in the bed. And I'm one to tell you, anytime you have surgery, if you can get up, you got to get up out of that bed. So yes, I had to see her face. I had to know that she was all right. She have 2 boys and 1 daughter. Daughter being the youngest. And my other daughter, well, I have 2 daughters here where I'm at. I love visiting them, going over their houses. A lot of time when I go, they want to keep me. I tell them, no, baby, I got to go back home. I got some sewing to do. Well, by the time they said, Mama, you could have brought the sewing with you, I'd be like, oh, I'm here now. I'm here now. Give me a reason to go back home. I like messing with them, playing around with them. I was talking to one of my niece today. I got her to run me out to Walmart. And I said, well, niece, I told her my situation. And I said, you know what? Since I won't be going on my trip, I said, I wonder should me and you go do a little shop hop. Go to some quilt shops. I said, be just me and you. When I come back, I have enough stuff, enough excitement for to last a good while. I never done a shop hop, so that was the ideal I came up with. But before I do all of that, I got a quilt I want quilted so bad. And I'm going to work hard at getting it done. I'm going to work hard at getting a lot of stuff done that I want to do. I went out today and I purchased myself one of these. Y'all know what that is, right? A heat gun. And that heat gun helped me to put these packs together with fabric. I cut out squares and stuff, make like a small, just 2.5-inch block kit. Yeah. And then I have some here. See how I sewn the blocks? I sewn the blocks. It's 15 square blocks in here. And then I have 15 solid orange blocks in here. And then I put them in here and I shrink wrapped it with the heat gun. And it working good. I think I'm going to go get all of my little fabric little by little and get it packaged up. So if I want to sew something and I know it's already packaged up, I can just grab one of my kits, get the sewing. I'm sorry, I'm running my mouth. Let me check my messages here. Hello, Richetta. How you doing? She says, I'm too working on a grandmother's flower garden. That's awesome. Hi, June. Said Miss Ellen, got to go. Hugs. Take care. Thank you, June. Be blessed. Hi, Diane. How you doing? Am I frozen? Everything looked fine on my screen. Let me see, is there any way to refresh? It still says live. My screen is still saying live. Okay. Well, thank you. I keep paper towel. This is so fun and relaxing to me, y'all. My best relaxer for when I'm sewing is crumb piecing. Taking little scraps of crumbs, making a block out of it. And I discovered when I was redoing my room here that I had quite a few little crumb blocks made up. And I still went on and put them into the box over here. And I'm going to take them out in a few days or so. And I want to make some more of the strip blocks. I got some plans for some strip blocks in my head, y'all. It's just rolling around. That's why I said if I had anybody that wanted to come sew with me, I've been amazed some stuff. Did I get a chance to show y'all these little homemade quilt labels I made? They probably backwards to y'all. I don't know if y'all can see that pretty good, but what I did was I drew it out with a pen, and then I went back with some acrylic ink. It's acrylic ink from Walmart. And the way I did it was you get you something like a toothpick. It got to be real fine on the end. You get it like a toothpick and you dip it in your ink and you go over the writing, trace over it with it, and make beautiful. I just love the colors in this label. You can see the little white I put on the red heart and stuff. And I remember to put the year 2022. And I put on my labels Silver City, Mississippi, because I am from Mississippi. My home is in Mississippi, and I'm going to return to Mississippi if I live and nothing happens. I started doing this when my husband passed away, I found myself just being single, y'all. Just single, sitting in the house, watching TV. And I went to praying and talking to God, telling him, look, there's too much to do around here than to be sitting up watching some TV. But my favorite thing I used to watch on TV was Nancy Zierman. Hope I'm saying that right. Nancy Zierman. She used to come on PBS in Mississippi, PBS. And when she come on, she was teaching this and teaching that. And I'm like, Lord, I done got the wrong color again. That's all right. Just fold it back over. Like this, like that. There you go. I need a pink. Last time I grabbed a pink and I needed green. But that's okay. I'm just making sure I check my colors, pay attention while I'm talking. And before I stop and cut and press all this up to cross cut it, I sit down and sew about 4 or 5 of these panels. Then when I'm sewing 4 or 5 of these panels, then I'm like, okay, I got my work cut out for me now. I can get something done. I can see something coming together. And it don't really take that long to make these. Depending on what kind of mood I'm in, I can sit here and sew all day and half of the night. Okay, Judy, good. Diane said, hey, Ellen, how you doing, Diane? She said, oh, those are cute. Thank you. Hi, Remo. Glad you can join us. Good afternoon. See you are live today. See you are back from Mississippi. Yes. I had some fun down there, too. I have lots of her shows, but they are on tapes. What? Ooh, I'd love to have a copy of your tapes. Nancy was good. She used to show you how you can go into the resale stores and buy different shirts, even if they're a little bit too large for you, and she would split them shirts right up the front and turn them into a little cute jacket. I said, oh, who would have thought of that but her? Diane said, I have lots of her shows, but they are on tapes too. Okay, Diane. That sounds good. I used to love watching me some Nancy Zierman. And her channel wasn't all about sewing and quilting. Sometimes she would take a break and allow someone else to come in that did crocheting or knitting or something like that. And they would, teach that day. I mean, I watched so much of that till I taught myself how to knit a little bit. I couldn't do it straight, but I did learn how to cast on and cast off and how to curl and all that stuff. Because I can crochet good. It's just the arthritis in my hand don't agree to me crocheting good. All the little hats and stuff I posted on Facebook Marketplace, I made that. I even got a big old crocheted doll dress I make. Huge. I mean huge. And I have sold all of them that I make for like $200 a doll. And they be big and pretty. They take a lot of time to make. Making those really consume a lot of time. Okay, here. I'm flipping this seam into the green. I really enjoyed my trip this time, though. My grandsons was with me. They was playing and having such fun on the back seat. I actually rode with them. Their mom and their dad. I really enjoyed it. And every time I'm going through, the first thing pop out my mind is, don't pass Boomland. Is anybody else like that? Don't pass Boomland. That's in a little past Cairo, Missouri. I love stopping at Boomland. That's where I get my little hats, my little Christian hats that said Jesus love you or Jesus saves, something like that. Okay. Ooh, I got a notification blocking my messages. Let me remove that. Yes, Diane. I'm talking about the bed dolls. Yes. And the bed doll that I have, I made that pattern myself. There's not a pattern to it. Betty says, I make Africans out of old magazines and sell them. African dolls? I used to crochet the outfit for African dolls and put them on and sell them too. I just stopped doing it when arthritis, when they're messing with my joints and my hands. I stopped doing it. I taught it to my children, though all of my girls can crochet. I haven't got one of these panels done yet, but I will. Because you have to put so many strips together. And you have to watch your seam allowance. And I stress on this seam allowance because you're already dealing with small strips. I was watching a History Channel maybe a couple months back where they was talking about the town of Cairo, Missouri, where they had found back in history some giant bones in a cave. And they went on to tell a story about the Romans that left Rome and they came to America. And they walked all this far on feet. And how was it possible? I don't know. Did they cross the ocean? I don't know. It just got me going, wow. They saying, I don't know what history fact they got on Cleopatra, but they was like, her and her army men's or guardsmen's, or so many of them had fled Rome, and they landed in Cairo, Missouri. And I'm like, North America, Cairo? North America, Cairo. There's a lot of information they got out there you wouldn't even believe. I'm like, woo. That's why every time I get to watch the History Channel, I'm clicking that button. I like watching history. It explains a lot because we've been taught what is his name? Christopher Columbus discover America. Well, it seemed like Cleopatra and her team got over him first. I don't know who else. They thought it was Polynesian, and I don't know. It just make your mind expand a little bit when you're learning about history. I know it does mine. Let me catch up on my messages once again. Get this line up. Judy Smith says, I taught myself to crochet, but gave it up to make quilts. I know that's right. I started crocheting because I wanted to learn how to do it so bad. I was crocheting, making hats and stuff, but I was doing it with a granny square. And everybody know the granny square has little holes in the top. So in the top of my hat had the little breather holes up there, and I was tying a tassel on the top of them. So when I first moved to Indiana, my sister had a friend, and she knew how to crochet. And she said, you know what? She was just laughing at my little crochet work and stuff. And she said, you know what? I'm going to teach you how to do it right. She taught me how to do it right, and I've been doing it right ever since then. She has passed on, but I will forever remember her. I appreciate what she did for me. She taught me something, and I was able to pass that knowledge down to my children. I taught them how to crochet. I have a pair of house slippers now that my baby daughter made as we were sitting down talking, and she just crocheted. She was helping me to crochet, in other words, and she made the house slippers. Hi, TNC Norton. So glad you could join me. She said, Miss Ellen just stopped it in to give you prayers and love and thumbs up. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Diane said, I need to make some of these dolls. The ones I made was for my mom, and after she passed, I gave it to my youngest daughter. You sure can. I used to take fabric like this. I can take fabric like this and make pillow dolls. That's what I was doing before I moved here. I was making the quilts with the matching dolls to set on top. And I love it. I love it, love it, love it. The fabric I was acquiring at that time was, it was like a hotel, restaurant, refurbished store kind of fabric. And it was cotton, but it wasn't that upholstery fabric like. And I liked that. It was like the kind we need. I made so many just sitting in the house sewing. I had this friend used to live in Canton, Mississippi. When she come to my house and she saw what I was doing, She just, you got to let me have this. She said, this is so pretty. What I did was I had made the bedspread, the pillow shams, the pillow doll, and I made some extra pillows, but they was heart-shaped pillows. And I made them like they had came out the stove. I can still do that. Because everything that I just, if it's in my head to do it, it's still there. No pattern. I draw my own pattern out. I have made so many, but the ones that I made, y'all know what I did, gave my stuff away. Gave it away. Okay, I need a pink. These is cut into, look like 6 layers. Okay. Excuse me. This time of year, y'all, TMJ be real bad on me. And it messes with my sinuses. And I was thinking here lately, I was like, my TMJ bothers me real bad. So I was thinking maybe I should go to the doctor and request them to put a tube in or something. I said a tube would stop all this drainage through my sinuses I've been having. But then I said, well, I don't want to cause more problems than I'm worth. Betty Harris said, love your channels. People share so much, and you tell history that you have learned. Thank you, Betty. I just enjoy watching history and stuff and learning and doing new things. I just enjoy it. Sometimes I think about, I wonder, what would my mama say if she could see me doing this now? Do any of y'all do that? Be like, if my mama could see me and could talk, wonder what she would say. Well, I can only imagine. All right, this coming along pretty good, y'all. I bet if I wasn't running my mouth and talking, I probably would be further than this by now, because I would get in here, kick off my shoes. I got shoes on now. Kick off my shoes. I keep my socks on. And sew with them socks. I put on YouTube watch somebody's channel because I watched Tucker yesterday. I watched his live as he was sewing his shooting star block gold. That was fun. I watch other quilters too. Hi, Heredity. How you doing? Oh, I'm so glad you could join me. Did I miss anybody else? I don't want to miss anyone. Thank you, TC Norton. She said your mama would be so proud of you. Already, she says, I'm making candles. Wait a minute. I'm making candles, so I'll be back and forward washing. Okay, Heredity, thank you. I wanna I got two, right? Send me the total that for the two I want, and I'll go ahead and send you that payment, Heredity. Heredity is family to me, y'all. She's my daughter. I adopted her as my daughter, but she's my daughter. Everybody say hello to her. She's such a beautiful person. She says, I'm good. Good to see you. Thank you. She's new to quilting, y'all. She gonna be good at it. Do some of this fancy sewing. Even though I'm not attending the retreat with T Quilts, I'ma still do my 4-star generals. I have 2 quilts I started with the 4-star generals, and I'm gonna finish that. I'm doing that for me. That is one beautiful quilt, and they have such small, tiny pieces. I want to see that done. Okay. This is so amazing. But I'm going to tell y'all, this sewing do give me a lot of peace of mind. Lots of peace of mind. I get to sit here and be creative. The other postal stamp quilt I recently finished, what's that, January or February? I still got to take it into the print shop. And I just learned that I could get my Harley Davidson symbols put on through Sublime printing. So if they do Sublime printing, I might just put one emblem on it, because when I spoke to her and took it in, I was going to get about 9 pictures put on it. And I still might just do the 9 pictures because it looks better. Got different sceneries to look at, and a lot of them is like, what you call it, vintage pictures. And I likes that. Get that quilt done and get it quilted up and out the way. All right. Now this is a shoebox, everybody. I didn't know if I had shown this to y'all. It don't have a lid to go with it, but it's a shoebox that I use, and I cut up all the fabric and I just left them fold and stacked them into the shoebox. I have all the pink on this side, the yellow in the middle, and the green on the outer side. You wouldn't believe it's 4 yards of fabric. 4 yards, each colors. And I have some extra yardage of the gold. But I decided I'm not gonna do this gold, do it like I did the red and white and blue one. Have to remember to keep putting right sides together and use a 1/4 inch seam allowance. And if I don't mess this pedal too fast, my little panel getting bigger and bigger. The only thing about making this panel like this, I call them, strip sets panels, is making it wide enough. Get your 20. I'm going to tell y'all as soon as I can get through with this. But I'm thinking it's about 9 sets, which is the 3 colors. You go the pink, the gold, the green 9 times. That probably give me about, 27? The bigger the better. The more you get in here, the more squares you can get out of it. And remember, it used to take years to make a quilt like this. Years. Don't anymore. When I'm done, they all gonna be like 1-inch strips blocks. A 1-inch block. Okay. Trying to check my messages. I don't want to leave anybody out. Diane said, I made 4 of those stars and none of those looked it right. You mean the stars that Tucker was making, or the 4-star general stars? I wouldn't believe it. T&C Norton says, wow, that's a great idea. Thank goodness for machines. I know that's the truth. I sure like my machine. And I was looking at another one either yesterday or today. It had to be today. because I didn't get good enough signal to look at it yesterday. But I saw a industry juking machine on Facebook Marketplace for sale. And I was like, the price they was asking for it, you might as well put a few extra dollars onto it and get the brand new one. I mean, you can get a brand new one pretty reasonable. I think they was wanting like $900 for it. And I'm like, don't they know you can get a brand new one around that price? Green, pink. Gotta stay focused on my colors. I've been getting out of line. Grabbing the wrong colors, in other words. And I cut all these strips with my rotary cutter and my mat. I did a live, I tried to do a live of me doing the cutting. I don't know if that's the video that went dark or what. I've been pricing stuff to repair my house. And when I went down, I could see water sitting everywhere. So I'm like, oh my goodness. Is it about to be another flood? It's hard to tell about Mississippi. I don't know, but I got a plan for that too. Before I repair my house or spend some money on anything, somebody got to dig me a levee. I'm gonna put a levee around my house. The reason I want to do it so when I go home, I don't have to pay hotel fee. I don't have to rent a room. I really want to go home and stay home. I know I'm not going to stay down in that cut by myself a long time. I have some things I can do down there, like I can do some sewing and I won't have to worry about nobody bothering me. I get so much sewing done that way. Or I can even go home and smoke some fish because smoked fish is good. It make good okra soup, and my favorite African soup is egusi. If I can get that egusi with some fufu, I'm doing a magical job then. That stuff is so good to me. When you first get introduced to it, the sight probably would just turn you off the way it look. But honey, if you taste it, it was so funny, y'all. Let me tell you. My youngest daughter went with me. My youngest daughter went to Dallas with me, and we stopped by one of the Africans' restaurant, and the person that was treating us to some African food was like, what y'all want to eat? What y'all want to eat? We was like, we don't know. We never purchased African cuisine before. So they said, well, I know what you would like. I think y'all might like this. Let me go and get y'all some tilapia. They got us some fried tilapia. some fried rice, and some okra soup with the fufu. Me and my daughter started eating that food, and when we taste how good it was, she looking at me and I'm looking at her, and they got it all spiced up, and we going, we eating doing that, sucking our fingers, going. And they were like, "What's wrong with you? Is it too hot for you?" I said, "It's a little spicy, but I ain't finna stop." She said, "If it's too hot for you, stop. I eat it." I said, "No, if you don't want yours, give it to me." We were laughing at one another, sitting in the restaurant eating that spicy food. It was so good. It was so good. I mean, I call that kind of food good food, food for the soul. I mean, if you weak, eat something that's gonna strengthen you up. I enjoy telling these stories though because a lot of them be funny. We sitting in a restaurant full of folks like we over there crying and eating it. I'm gonna tell y'all, we were licking our fingers, licking our fingers. Then when we were done, they will bring you a basin of water to wash your hands in. I mean, that was so nice. I really enjoyed it. Oh, let me check my comments. Hi Sue GSD, how you doing? Oh, that's good, Sue. I won't be attending though. I'm sorry to tell y'all I won't be attending T's retreat this year. I withdraw. I withdraw from it so things can work out pretty much. You didn't use the AccuQuilt to cut. No, I didn't, Diane. I didn't use my AccuQuilt die cutter. I wanted to use it, but I didn't. Something just came over me and said, well, you know what? What about the one still cutting with the roller cutters? So I said, if I could just show them that they can be cut with the rotary cutter, that anybody can participate in this and they can do it. That's why I use the rotary cutter. Diane, I'm working on something for my basement. What I'm gonna do is I've been going through with a little changing with the management department here. This they third change now. They done changed management. So I think with the basement, I'm gonna do some work down there myself. I'm not gonna wait on them. I'm gonna go, but I have to go to them and get their colors. You know, they have the colors. You have to use the colors that they have chosen. I'm gonna go ahead and paint down there and freshen everything up because it's a little dark to me down there, and I want to brighten it up. I'm gonna wire in me some lights where I can plug them and unplug them. I ain't did that in a while, but I'm gonna do it. Sue said, I believe I'm gonna be doing something else for my borders for the 4-star generals. That's nice. That'll be something different. That'll be very nice. I had thought about doing something different myself, but I think I'm gonna go back And I'm gonna piece those little pieces. I'm gonna do the pattern. I'm gonna do the pattern according to the pattern because I want to see how it gonna look when I'm done with it. Diane said, I think I could do the friendship star in that border. Oh, that sounds cute. But you got to make a lot of them to go around the whole outer perimeters. TC Norton laughing. Diane said, I hate that I can't eat spicy. I don't eat spicy myself right now, but when this happened, it was so funny. I mean, it was good. It was just right. It wasn't the spice that really burning your mouth and tearing you up. It was just right spicy. It was so good. And we looking around, looking at everybody else, how they eating, baby, huh? When we taste that food, we grab that food and scooped it up. We learn real quick. Diane said, I wish I could go, but it's not in my budget. I'm sorry to hear that, Diane. You would have enjoyed that trip. T.C. Norton says, all I can think now is I want some fried okra. Oh, boy. I think I'm getting hungry on here. Hi, particularly creative. How you doing? So glad you could join us this afternoon. Particularly said, I thought I brought collard greens. Collard greens are good too. But I think my favorite green is cabbage. Cabbage green, get you some good old smoked meat and put in them. Or fry you some bacon. Season that bacon up with that pot. Put your onion, bell pepper, garlic. If you put a little garlic in it, oh yeah. That's a eat right there. I like some good seasoned cabbage greens. And it don't take them that long to cook. Overcooked cabbages will hurt your stomach. Look like my presser foot trying to get away from me, y'all. I'm going to enjoy watching y'all videos of the trip. I'm going to be working on my little project stuff I have here. I'm going to have to go out to my storage and just, get a little at a time to work with. So me and my niece haven't made a permanent decision. I told her about since I'm not going on the trip, I asked her, let's do a little shop hop. So I discovered there's a couple quilt shops in Campbell, Indiana. So I've been thinking about traveling to Campbell, visiting some of the shops. And I found another shop in the town called Rossville, Indiana. Pretty cool little shop. But that's the only shop that I have found so far that is by appointments only. You have to make an appointment, go in, find what you're getting, purchase whatever you're getting by appointments. And if I'm not mistaken, I think I had tried to order some of those red, what you call them, little red clamps that go on your quilting frame. They was gonna order me some, and they wasn't very expensive. They was maybe $20, $25. Particularly creative says, I just had a ham sandwich. I'm going to make spaghettis for dinner, I think. That sounds good. I had went out to Walmart and I picked up me some salads. Matter of fact, it's bacon salads. Don't y'all fuss, but yes, I love bacon. I eat bacon, bacon, bacon. Sometimes my granddaughter have to come over here and take the bacon because I eat bacon every day, all day. Bacon, bacon, bacon. Sort of like that little dog commercial, you know, bacon, 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 bacon. Oh, boy. When I'm in the store, I see a good deal on bacon, I try to buy the whole box out. Yes, I have bacon salads. I love bacon, but you know, when I get my salads from the store and bring them home, what I do is if I have an apple, I'll peel that apple and slice some up. I cut it into small pieces and I put apple in my salad. If I don't have apple, I'll put some raisins in my salad. And when I put the apple and the raisins in my salad, that kind of sweetens it up a little bit. And I will fry some more bacon or bake some more bacon, and I will crumble it up in the salad. And if I want some bread to go with my salad, I will pull out a skillet and my butter and toast some bread. I toast the bread with butter because it make it taste good and give it that little salty taste. So I guess I won't be eating too much that is sweet. And I eat my bread. I cut it into breadsticks. And a lot of time my kids be like, Mama, what you eating? I said, I'm eating fried bread. They said, fried bread? How can you fry bread? I said, I take my white bread and I put butter on it and slap it in a cast iron skillet and toast it. I eat that with my salad. Y'all hear me talking about this dream about a school bus, right? I want my school bus. I've been looking for a particular kind. I want a long one. I'm not worried about driving it because I can drive it. I used to drive tractor, so I can drive it. I want a long school bus, and I've been thinking, I'm like, I want a long one, true enough, but a short bus will work too. And they got some with 7 or 8 windows in it with the little handicap door on the side. That would be perfect. But I said if I get one short like that, I'm going to have to get a trailer. And I'm like, okay, I got a van. If I get a short bus, all I need is a hitch on the back, fold all the seats down in my van, and I can carry what I want to carry in the van. I don't want everything cluttered up in my living space. But I'm ready. I want to do some traveling. I want to get out and sew more and learn, maybe take a class. Learn how to do something. Y'all see the people that making the photographic quilts? Now that is awesome. I like that. The photographic quilts, it speaks to me. And I had downloaded some software from something once on one of my phones that would take a picture and break it down into segments that you would need to create a quilt with. I don't know what I did with it. I still have one of the pictures because the picture was archived in my Google Drive. And I ain't gonna be able to stay on here too long. I'm expecting company to come over. Somebody gonna come and do me some sort of like micro square braids. I'm getting some braids put in my hair. I need a protective style to see would it help my hair to grow more. So I'll be waiting on them to show up. Might take a couple days before they get done, but I'm willing. I'm willing to wait. I need pink. I didn't know they could really do hair that beautiful. I saw they did their own head. Now, you know, if somebody do their own hair and it be so pretty, I'm just hoping mine's turn out even beautiful. I know the Africans can do it down there at Indianapolis, but I don't want to have to drive that far. Got a notification block in here. Let's see. Okay. Particularly creative. Yes, I do want to live in a school bus. Yes, I do. And my reason for that is it will cut the cost of living. I know if I'm in a school bus, I'm not going to be moving that school bus all the time. I'm going to park it in one station, one spot, unless I'm traveling. And when I'm traveling, you know, along the highways, they have roadside stop rest areas. They have different gas stations and stuff you can pull over to. So if I'm traveling in my school bus, if I'm tired, I can just stop somewhere, lock down everything, and take a nap. Wake up. If it's dark outside, I can get up, cook, and eat. Matter of fact, I have purchased a lot of stuff getting ready for me a school bus. I have an oven. I have the little cabinet stuff I had got for me a kitchen. I have planned it for my toilet facilities and stuff like that. I have a bed already. It's a fold-away bed. I have another bed that if I had it on my bus, you wouldn't know it was a bed. I have a few items that is convertible. They convertible. They looks real small, but when it converts out, you be like, wow. And I got it, and I'm saving it for my bus. And I have two big tables that folds up like cafeteria tables, and they on caster wheels. And I have two of them, which when you open them out, be 4 tables in all. I have 2 of them. I can put them on my trailer, or I can load them up in my van because my seats fold down into the floor in the van. I can take my tables with me. If I'm at a campground, I can set up and sew. I have space for cutting. I have space for an easy up tent too. But yes, my dream is to get that bus and move to that bus. Oh, we used to make toast like that. Oh, okay. I love my toast like that. Anybody ask me what I be eating, I be like fried bread. Hi, Janice Miller. So glad you could join us. How you doing today? She says, hey, everyone. I am ever so late, but I made it. Ellen, good to see you. Thank you, Janice. You're not late. I just thank you for dropping in and say hello. Hi, Phyllis G. How you doing? Ellen, I am making a quilt with photograph now. Oh my goodness. Do you teach that, Phyllis? I want to learn so bad. Do you teach that? Can you teach it? Or do you know where it's taught at? I might be asking too many questions too fast, but you done excited me. Let me know. Or I have my email listed in the description of this video. You can message me through that. Let me know, please. I'd love to know. Diane said, I was reading about rosemary oil help your hair grow. Diane, I had found that on the web as well. And I have rosemary oil, and I mix it into my hair grease. I mix it into my hair grease, and the way I do it is I put on a small pot of water and I boil it. I don't fill the pot up. I just put enough water in there to come to a boil. And when it comes to a boil, I set my grease, take the top off of my hair. I get that herbal Indian hemp hair grease. I set it in there and I let it melt as it melts. I add in my rosemary oil. I used to do this and add in the triple antibiotics ointment cream. Now that triple antibiotic ointment cream is good too. It's good for a scalp if you're suffering with dandruff and you're looking for a way to get rid of it. Go to the Dollar Tree, get you 2 or 3 tubes of that triple antibiotic ointment, get you a big jar of the grease, let it melt down, and add in all 3 tubes. And yes, I'm saying add in all 3 tubes. When you add in all 3 tubes of the antibiotic ointment, it's gonna melt into the grease, and you take you a little stick or a popsicle stick and you kind of mix it around. You're going to blend it up, stir it a little bit. And once you get through stirring it up, you can take it out of that hot water and sit it on the counter. Take your stick out and let it solidify back. It'll go back together. I use that a lot. Whatever going on with a child's head, if they have some kids used to get those spots in their head that they call tatters or ringworm. It's something to the nature, but it used to be smooth spots. I used to tell everybody I could if their child hair was like that to get the regular grease, keep using what you're using, just add you some antibiotic ointment to it. And it works. And a lot of time that ointment in that hair grease will make your hair grow so fast. It's better than using the some people used to put monostat in their hair grease. Why would I put monostat in my head when I could just use the triple antibiotic ointment? I use the triple antibiotic ointment, and it works. Even if you're suffering from, you know how some people would get is it psoriasis? The little flaky stuff in their head that they seem like they couldn't get rid of. That triple antibiotic ointment would get rid of it. Also, castor oil, you put it on your scalp about 30 minutes before shampooing your hair. Oh, I didn't know that, Diane. Thank you. I'm going to try it. Particularly Creative said, ladies, we should give Miss Ellen a thumbs up and pay the rent. Oh, that's so sweet. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Do like, comment, and share. And please subscribe. Hi, Dora Camarina. How you doing? Good to see you. Phyllis G said, watch many videos, then decided to use the technique from MSQC. Jenny Dawn. Okay. She be giving some nice techniques on her channel too. And, you know, lately she been kind of sitting down, letting her daughter-in-laws do it. And I kind of like that. I really like that. And I noticed one daughter-in-law seems more protective over her. And I like that too. I'm like, they were like, this my mama. Ain't nobody messing with my mama. I like that. I have to watch them catch up on their new episodes and stuff. Diane said, I used to use hot oil treatment. I tried that too. But the thing that I found that really helps my scalp and my hair is that triple antibiotic ointment. Just squeeze it into the grease, stir it around, let it mix real good because I'm already using the Indian hemp. So if I'm using the Indian hemp and I put that antibiotic in there, it's already full of herbs and stuff anyway. And then I come back. If I don't think that's enough, I will put about 5 drops of that rosemary oil. But you have to be careful with that rosemary oil. That rosemary oil says that it will cause an irritation to skin if it come on contact. So when I do 5 drops, I was like, that's enough. If it's that powerful, I don't want to be scratching and it's the oil. Phyllis says, Ellen, it is called cradle scalp and soft spots. I know that's in a baby though. Babies have the cradle scalps and the soft spots. I'm talking about for grown people. It's grown people be having the flakes in their head that they can wash their hair and it won't go away. They can do a lot to try to get rid of it, and it will not go away. I'm thinking it's a skin condition too. But anyway, that's what I'm talking about. I had knew somebody that had that like that, and with that grease they was using, they started putting that antibiotic cream, and it helped them. Okay. Hi, Sue Horn. How you doing? Psoriasis. Yes, that's it. That's it. Thank you, Sue. That's it. It helps them real good. And then they have to keep a lot of oil on their scalp anyway in their skin. Um, Diane says she has lots of kids. Oh, okay. Hi, Joyce. How you doing? Good to see you. She said, hello, Miss Ellen and everyone. Let's see. Joyce, dander, it ain't really that hard to get rid of. You can add that triple antibiotic cream into your hair grease, and that dander will go away real quick. It's the psoriasis. I met someone that had it real bad, and I treated her scalp, and it helped her. It started going away. Phyllis G says, is it? Ooh, I don't know if I can say that word. SEB. I'll leave it there. I don't know what that is. I know you're saying it's a dermatitis. Hi, Melissa. Melissa said they got a shampoo that helped me a lot with the psoriasis of the scalp. See, I didn't know anything about the shampoo. Okay. I probably need to take a screenshot of that. Just a minute here. Let me get me a screenshot of that before it's gone. I'm going to look for that shampoo. Thank you. I done stopped sewing and went to talking, y'all. Diane said, I have seen high school girls scratch and so much white stuff come off her was gross. Ooh. It could have been the same thing. It could have been psoriasis. But I know a lot of time when people get it, they have it bad. Saborha. I hope that's how you pronounce it, Saborha. Okay, thank you, Phyllis. Sue says, I have seborrheic dermatitis in my ear and psoriasis in my scalp and elbows. Wow. I'll be praying for you, Sue. Because I know with just a light case of eczema, and I have diabetes too, but I know with just that eczema, I have to keep my skin oil. I have to keep it oil, or I'll be scratching so bad. Phyllis says, sell some blue shampoo. It might work. I don't know. Melissa said, wash your hair first because it won't sud up. I don't have the psoriasis, but I know there's, some others that do. And a lot of time people don't know how to treat it or what to use on it. Amazon has a knockoff of the Selsun Blue shampoo that works really well for my husband's eczema. Ooh, that sounds awesome. I'm going to have to look into trying some of that Selsun Blue. Phyllis G said Head and Shoulder has a new shampoo for scalp treatment too. Now, I was aware of the Head and Shoulder. I know about them, and I know they have some good products too. Joyce says, my great-grandson has psoriasis bad, and my granddaughter found something that is all natural that helps him better than anything else. Wow, that's a blessing. That's a blessing. Particularly said it's come in a big bottle with a pump. All right now. Welcome back then, June. Welcome back. I'm glad you made it back. I'm going to go and finish this out. And I'm going to have to take a break and go eat me something because I haven't eaten anything since breakfast. Yes. Woo. Today have been one super, super, super day. The only thing I'm going to miss by not going on the trip is maybe getting a picture. Getting a picture of Miss Jenny Dawn and her daughter-in-laws. That would have been awesome. I would love to have a picture. Well, I just hope and pray when y'all go, y'all have a good time. Enjoy y'allself. I keep everybody lifted up in prayers. Yellow gold. For safe travel, safe shopping. Excuse me. I got all these thread tails I'm going to have to cut off. I still ain't made it to see to let y'all know how many rows I put on here. So I need to get some sewing did so I can let y'all know for the ones that have their strips cut already and ready to sew. I'll be back on next Tuesday evening, maybe Live and Nothing Happened, doing some more work on this postage stamp. And while I'm not on live, I will continue to make me maybe 3 or 4 of these panels here. So if you can sew some together, go on and sew you like 3 or 4 strip sets together. And just be ready for me next week. I'm going to show y'all what I'm going to do. You may want to go ahead on and press your seams to one side. Get out whatever wrinkles in the fabric you may have. This is so fun to me, no. I can sit here and been sewed up all my strip before I went to bed tonight. Oh, just a minute. Amazon, okay. Fearless, Head and Shoulders, okay. I read that too. It comes in a big bottle, yeah. Okay. Okay, they're speaking to one another. Okay. As I'm sitting here and pressing these seams back, this is a nice little small little panel. But I'm gonna need to take a break. My alarm had went off earlier, so I can take my insulin. Now my green kind of look like a blue a little bit. The pink kind of look white, and the green is green, and the gold is gold. But this is it. I'm gonna continue to sew my strips. I think I'm gonna put about, it might be about 27 strips on here. If I'm calculating that right. 27 strips. I'm gonna go ahead and get them all on here. I'm not gonna worry about these loose threads on here, because once I trim off of the salvage edge, some strings, the thread piece is gonna come off with it. I'm gonna continue to work on this after I eat me something and come back. And you see, when I fold it like this, it folds as if this right here will give me two nice size blocks as it is. But you have to remember, when we cross cut it, and we have to re-sew it back together, every 1/4 inch onto 1/4 inch equal to like a 1/2 inch seam. So we have to deduct for that 1/2 inch seam going back together on a cross. And I'm gonna put the 27 strips together into about 4 panels. So if we can get 4 panels done, then we can move on to another step to actually create a block, and then we can go back and make 4 more panels, until you get it the size of the quilt that you want to make it and do it with. Yes, Diane. A lot of time they have that thick and flaky stuff. It look white, like a white flake or something, and that be that psoriasis. Hi, Shirley. How you doing? Glad you could join us. She said it's so relaxing to watch. Thank you. The pink looks white, Diane says. Yes, it does. It do. But it's a light pink. Joyce. Joyce was saying eczema honey company is where you can get it online. Oh, okay. I'm going to have to try some of that. Shirley said, always a pleasure. Thank you, Shirley. That reminds me of the curtain in the back room made those years ago. Oh. Okay, y'all, I'm gonna have to end my video now because I have to get something to eat to keep my sugar levels up. And once I eat, I'm gonna come back and sew some more on this. So y'all continue to work on y'all 4 panels. Do at least 4 panels. You have from now to next Tuesday. And then I'm gonna iron them or press them or whatever you call it. Press it out so there won't be no wrinkles and stuff. And when I come back Tuesday, I'm gonna show you how I cut it. I'm gonna cross cut them, and then we will sew them back together. So whether I get, I don't know, we'll see how many blocks we can get out of each panel. I'm hoping we can get 2. If I'm thinking correctly, I think it's 2. But we're going to work on that. I appreciate everybody for coming. Do give me the thumbs up and do share my video. If you don't mind and you have Facebook, share it to your Facebook. If you have Instagram, please share it to your Instagram. I appreciate it. Whatever social media apps you have, please share it. I thank you for watching. Thank you for joining me. And I thank everyone that is participating. I hope y'all enjoy the journey. Bye, Joyce. Bye. Nice to see you too. Y'all take care. Have a blessed good afternoon. Bye now.